Hi everyone, it's Riya here and welcome back to my channel Beauty and the Code. आज की वीडियो में मैं आपके साथ शेयर करने वाली हूँ ZARA Chapter 6 के perfume review. I have all the 4 variants which I have purchased and today I will be reviewing it. Please note that this is one of the highly requested videos on my channel. बहुत सारे लोगों ने मुझे मैसेज किया Instagram पे, YouTube पे. They left a lot of lovely comments asking me to review Chapter 6 के सारे variants. And I went to the ZARA store क्योंकि online there was like one variant Sultry Pear which was not available, and that was something that I was highly interested in. So I went to the store to check out. And मैं जब store पे गई तब I saw that perfume aisle पे पूरे Chapter 6 के चारों variants available थे. So I was like, thank God I came to the store. Now I will have the entire collection to myself. But surprisingly, what I also saw was कि 80 ml के bottles जो 20 to 90 rupees के हैं, 2290 rupees के हैं 80 ml के, that Zara store में they were selling it for 1090 rupees. So as you can see here, the updated price is mentioned as 1090. तो 80 ml के जितने भी bottles थे मैंने 1090 rupees में खरीदे, which I felt was a steal deal, you guys. प्लस इसमें जो 30 ml के बॉटल्स थे वो भी कुछ 1100 के आते हैं, बट दे वर अवेलेबल एट 690 रुपीज़. सो आई वॉज वेरी हैप्पी दैट आई वेंट टू द स्टोर एंड आई एंडेड अप पिकिंग ऑल द 4 वेरियंट्स फ्रॉम चैप्टर 6 फॉर यू गाइज. सो आज के वीडियो में लेट्स जस्ट बिगिन विद द रिव्यू बिकॉज आई हैव 4 परफ्यूम्स टू टॉक अबाउट. सो लेट्स बिगिन. बिफोर वी डू सो मेक श्योर कि आपने मेरे चैनल पे सब्सक्राइब कर लिया है, यू हिट द बेल नोटिफिकेशन एंड यू फॉलो मी ऑन इंस्टाग्राम. एंड नाउ लेट्स गेट स्टार्टेड. ये परफ्यूम मेरे हाथ में है, I'm gonna start off with this one. This one is called as Peach Glow. And by the way, Chapter 6 के जितने भी 4 perfumes हैं, they are more towards like fruitier things. Like the variants is overall like fruity variants. So we have 4 fruity variants to talk about. So सबकी थोड़ी बहुत packaging common है. I'm just going to talk about the common stuff first and then jump onto this variant. So सबकी packaging ये blush pink color के box में है. I hope the light doesn't throw off the actual color. It's a very beautiful baby pink, blush pink color. Details are mentioned in golden here. The variant name is here. Some details about the notes are here. पीछे की तरफ manufacturing stuff like that. Chapter number 6 is written right here, and MRP and stuff like that. Like I mentioned, 80 ml is for 20 to 90 rupees, but I got it at discount at 1090. Now talking about this particular variant, this one is called as Peach Glow. Now from the name it suggests that this one is going to be a peach dominant perfume. That's exactly what this is. So इसके बारे में Zara has mentioned that this is a elegant floral signature with fruity background of peach and grapefruit, reinforcing the sensuality of praline, enveloping the magnetic character of amber. So basically they are saying that this is a floral fruity fragrance, but इसमें floral note कौन सा है वो mention ही नहीं किया है, but I get hints of jasmine in this, so I'm assuming that that's what it is. Now this one, first of all I'll talk about the packaging. So this one is a very gorgeous, like kind of like a yellow to pink ombre bottle going on here. Now this color combination and the elegance of packaging is something to talk about. Zara has done brilliantly with their packaging in this area. Like all the 4 perfumes are beautiful to look at, and that beautiful tinted glass effect where the ombre effect is also there, and there is a transparency. You can see how much liquid you have used. So overall, like the packaging is just amazing. Now ये एक obviously एक peachy glow. It has like a sunset glowy effect going on here, and it has like effects of peach and grapefruit in this with that yellow and pink vibe going on. So I like the packaging for this one. Good atomizer, अच्छा good atomizer and अच्छा product diffuse होता है बाहर. I think I'm like tasting the perfume at this point of time. Okay, so this perfume is a very simple kind of a fragrance. Like I don't find this to be extravagant or something. This one is a nice peachy fruity fragrance. The peach in this is kind of like loud in the top notes, but almost immediately the grapefruit just jumps into, and it's slightly bit screechy as compared to the peach. दोनों का कॉम्बिनेशन मिला के थोड़ा सा ना एक टैंजीनेस लाता है. ग्रेप फ्रूट की एंट्री मारते ही साथ एक टैंजीनेस आता है, तो एक जूसी पीच mixed with a tangy grapefruit effect is what we are getting, and then the warmth of amber is coming in, and then there's praline. It has a little bit of a tropical vibe to it, not in a way कि coconut या ऐसा कुछ है, but थोड़ा सा एक cocktail का इसमें effect है, and थोड़ा सा एक light and classy and light fragrance hai. I don't find this to be very long lasting. The longevity is hardly 3 hours on this one. Even if I overspray, I don't get more than 3.5 hours. So overall, like peach glow is not something which is super impressive to me, but it's a nice bright uplifting kind of a fragrance, and layering में ये काफ़ी अच्छे से काम कर सकती है. Now this one is said to be like a dupe for Tom Ford's Bitter Cherry, but I don't really see a lot of bitterness in this fragrance. It is more sweeter take on the Tom Ford's perfume, and इसमें ना मुझे बिल्कुल depth, density, एक kick नहीं मिलता. मेसन अलहम्ब्रा का ब्राइट पीच मैंने ट्राई किया है, एंड आई फाइंड दैट टू बी अ मच बेटर ड्यूप फॉर टॉम फोर्ड्स बिटर पीच एज compared to this one. However, it is like compared to that, that's why I just wanted to make sure that I'm giving you that info, but I don't really find this to be that dense and that deep. Okay, so this one is a very kind of like a generic fruity fragrance for me, like a peach dominant fruity fragrance for me. I see this good for college going girls, because I think this one lacks maturity. Of course, यू कैन वेयर एनी परफ्यूम एट एनी एज, बट मैं थोड़ा सा एक आइडिया देने के लिए आपको बता रही हूँ कि ये मुझे थोड़ी मेच्योरिटी इसमें कम लगती है. दिस वन इज़ मोर सूटेबल फॉर लाइक मे बी लाइक टीनेजर्स एंड अर्ली 20s, गर्ल्स इन their early 20s is something. Of course, I enjoy wearing this one, especially with a vanillic based layering perfumes or with amber based perfumes. This performs well, but अपने आप में this is not something which is long lasting. इसका projection सियाज कुछ भी नहीं है, मतलब it's like very minimal. This is good for people who do not like strong fragrances, light, easy breezy kind of a fragrance. And overall, this is the first perfume. My rating for this one is 6 out of 10. My second pick is Marshmallow Addict. मैं directly आपको bottle दिखाने वाली हूँ, and this bottle is super gorgeous. Like, I love the color combination in here. It's a very deep wine purple moving towards this light purple bluish kind of a bottle. Again, the details are in golden. This is super beautiful. Now, Zara says that this is a blend of flowers of the sun and delicious fruits, and then it has gourmand vanilla and musk. This one is again kind of like a floral, fruity musk kind of a fragrance, something which is like a people pleaser kind of a fragrance. But where is the marshmallow in the notes, Zara? That's what I was wondering, because I was very excited for this perfume. I was like super excited for this perfume. एंड मैंने इसको जल्दी से टेस्ट एंड ट्राई किया, एंड मैंने लगाया, एंड आई वाज लाइक मार्शमेलो कहाँ है, एंड देन नहीं मिला, सो इट्स नॉट देयर. सो दिस परफ्यूम इज़ अ वेरी 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 जेनेरिक फ्रूटी फ्रेग्रेंस. इसमें ना एक बहुत ही ट्रॉपिकल फील है. It has like a lot of watermelon, lot of muskmelon, hints of mango. Yeah, it has hints of mango. And एक fruit cocktail, fruit mocktail वाला जो effect आता है, but it has like a beachy vibe to it. So it's definitely a tropical fruity fragrance is what I'll say. And of course, the musk just adds in the beauty to any fruity floral fragrance. I don't really get that sunflower or that yellow floralness to it. But yeah, it is a bright kind of a fragrance. Again, something which is not very, not very dense, not very deep, does not have that kick for me. Super generic fruity fragrance is what I feel, and this is a disappointment for me in this range. I just be very honest. I paid like 1090 for it, and still I was like, I got a steal deal. Don't get me wrong, 1090 में Zara perfumes नहीं मिल पाते. Got it at a steal deal, but then after I got it, I was like, इसका छोटा बॉटल लेना चाहिए था. It is so generic कि मतलब मेरे लिए ना इसमें कुछ भी यूनिक फैक्टर नहीं है, and especially the name is Marshmallow Addict. Like, where is the marshmallow? The longevity again is not more than 3.5 hours. The sillage and the sillage and projection is absolutely moderate. Again, something which is good for sensitive noses. If you are looking for a long lasting fragrance and a good performing one, this is not the one to go for. My rating for this one is 5 out of 10. I felt like this video was slightly going on the negative side, but it's okay because the next two perfumes are bomb.com. The second best in the chapter 6 series has to be Cherry Smoothie for me. Now, Cherry Smoothie is super gorgeous. Now, Cherry Smoothie is like one of my top picks. Like, this takes the second place in my favorites. This is such a gorgeous cherry fragrance, and this particular variant is a dupe for Tom Ford Lost Cherry. This one is a very sensuous, very delicious, very smooth. Like, it is so buttery smooth. जैसे मक्खन जैसा फील आता ना, वैसा स्मूथ है ये. I find it to have a bit of a lactonicness also to it, but nobody talks about that. मुझे थोड़ा सा ये cherry milkshake वाला feel देता है, Now, what Zara says is that this one is made up of cherry and plum, and then it has some tart freshness of almond in the sensual world of black vanilla and tonka beans. I love the notes breakdown for this one. इसमें नटीनेस है, इसमें स्मूथनेस है. मैं बोल रही थी ना एक इलेक्ट्रॉनिक सा नोट लग रहा है. आई थिंक वो थोड़ा सा आलमंड मिल्क नटीनेस इसमें है. टोंका बीन्स vanilla, like gorgeous. Now this fragrance again has a slight bit of a dark feel to it, like it has that dark vampy feel to it. I love this fragrance. Now again, the packaging is super gorgeous for this one. Just look at the ombre effect going on. It's going from plum to yellow or plum to orange, I believe. Beautiful. I would have loved if this one was like maroon to green. That would have been beautiful, because then it would have been the perfect cherry color. Like, I don't mind the glass bottle this way also, but that color combination would have looked better. But yeah, this one is a deep, dark, mysterious, delicious kind of a fragrance. And it has a very sweet presence to it, but something which is done very right, like the cherry note is done very right. It gives a feeling of lotion. एक VLCC का almond lotion आता था, buy one get one मिलता था. It was like super famous, and I have used like bottles and bottles of it. This perfume reminded me of the lotion. So I definitely feel this has that shea butter ka smoothness wala effect going on. Like, it feels like there is some butter note to it. Nobody talks about it, but I feel that it has like a buttery note to it, and that's what makes it super smooth and super makhan like. So this has to be one of my favorites from Zara. Now apart from this one is long lasting. This actually stayed for more than 7 hours on me. So I relatively sprayed like 10 sprays of this perfume, and 10 spray करने के बाद मुझे 7 घंटे का longevity इससे मिला. And this is something which is sticky on the clothes, like it sticks on the clothes, and then you will get the wisp of that cherry note again and again. Like, you will get that whole day, like you will get that. And this is something which you can wear it during daytime and evening as well, but I think थोड़ा evening and night time में ये ज़्यादा निखर के आएगा. So overall I think this is one of my favorites. I enjoyed this one. This one definitely gets a 9 out of 10. Now the fourth and the last perfume that I'm talking about is called as a Sultry Pear. Now I just waited to show you the best at last, and Sultry Pear is my personal favorite one out of all. So this one is definitely number one for me, and Sultry Pear is a very gorgeous dupe of Jean Paul Gaultier's La Belle perfume. Now I have been wanting to get my hands on La Belle perfume from a very long time, but my budget did not allow me to get it. So I finally got a dupe for it, and now I understand, like, I absolutely love pear note. मतलब मुझे समझ में आ गया है कि I have tested and tried a lot of pear based perfumes, and I love the pear note. I'm definitely going to love La Belle is what I'm saying. So this one is a very gorgeous bottle. Again, it like goes from light blue to slight green to yellow. Now at least इसमें थोड़ा pear वाला effect दिखता है, because it has that light green hint to it. So I like the bottle in here. And the notes breakdown for this one is jasmine petals tinted with pear accents, which melts into the warm addiction of praline and vanilla. Now Sultry Pear is such a gorgeous gourmand fragrance out there. Now the opening is slightly sharp. I find the jasmine note to be slightly sharp as compared to the pear note, but dry down में pear note आपको पता चलेगा. बट हाँ, ओपनिंग में एक थोड़ी सी एक शार्पनेस आती है वाइट जैस्मिन की, एंड आई एम फाइन विद इट बिकॉज आई लाइक my white florals. So I'm fine with it, but I'm telling you that this one is kind of like a floral fruity gourmand, but it's a beautiful fragrance. The journey is amazing. Opens up with very bright white jasmine fragrance, then melts into this vanilla, praline and pear, and the dry down is super gourmandy and sweet. White jasmine fades away in the dry down. Overall, this performs super well. Like, this is the kind of fragrance which I expect performance wise from every Zara perfume. This one lasts for 8 hours on me when I spray 10 sprays on myself. इसका सियाज अच्छा है. Initially जब मैं इसको लगाती हूँ, definitely जिस रूम में मैं लगा रही हूँ वो पूरा महक जाता है, but हॉल तक फ्रेग्रेंस जाती है. लाइक मेरे रूम से हॉल तक फ्रेग्रेंस ट्रैवल करती है. सो द सियाज इज देयर. Of course, the sillage goes away after some time. Like, not every time that I'm entering a room, I'm like filling it. So if initially it fills, then it does not. And then it projects धीरे धीरे करके. मतलब ऐसा नहीं है कि बहुत लाउड प्रोजेक्शन है इसका, बट क्लोज प्रॉक्सिमिटी में आप रहोगे तो मेरे सेंट बबल को आप डेफिनेटली फील कर सकते हो, बिकॉज इट हैज़ अ गुड सेंट बबल अराउंड मी. सो ऑफकोर्स, एंड वन मोर थिंग आई वांट टू से, लाइक मैं जब बोलती हूँ कि एक सेंट बबल बन रहा है, तो you will get that scent bubble if you are putting the fragrances behind your shoulders as well. Nobody tells you that. Everybody is like, put on your pulse points and you're done. No, you're not done just by putting on pulse points. If you want your perfume to become long lasting and become like perform really well, you have to figure out some special placements of perfumes. So I want to do a video on it separately, but today I don't want to cover it. I just want to say you will get a scent bubble if you're covering these areas as well while you're spraying your perfume. So I get a good good surrounding scent bubble with this one, and this one is by far my favorite variant, and this has inspired me to get the original one, but also discouraged me to get the original one, because when the dupe itself is so good and it is performing well, why to get the original? But I do understand, yeah, original is original, and I'm sure that I haven't tried Labelle, but I've heard so many people talk about it, that the pear is more juicier in that, it's more mature, it's more well done, it's like more well put together. I understand that this is just a dupe and it lacks that level of character, but I'm happy with the scent profile that I'm getting with this one. I definitely want to give this a 10 out of 10, because out of the 4, this one definitely gets a 10. So now you definitely know my preference. The first one is a Sultry Pear, the second one is Cherry Smoothie, and then the third and fourth goes to the other two. So that's it, you guys. That concludes today's video. I hope that you enjoyed watching this one. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for supporting. So I hope that you consider my effort. Subscribe, hit the bell notification, follow me on Instagram, and I'm going to see you very, very soon in my next video. Bye.